Technological progress leads us through very interesting changes every year. Just a few years ago we discovered artificial intelligence and it has already become commonplace. I would even say that when it first appeared it didn't cause a strong wow effect because I think we were all somewhat prepared for it in one way or another. Today, people are so surrounded by advanced technologies that we have forgotten how just 20 years ago something like artificial intelligence was just considered science fiction. As a gamer myself, I want to talk about a very interesting topic for me. It's the future of video games, and I want to start this with the real world. Firstly, of course, we cannot be sure that we are living in the real world and not in a highly advanced video game. As soon as we were able to create even the simplest digital world, we began to question whether we live in one of these worlds. Is this world real or not? One thing is clear, we have no control or power in this life. To achieve anything here, we need to put an incredible effort. We don't treat this world as our home. It was not created for us. We are just a small part trying to navigate through this chaos as best as we can. At the same time, when we create video games, for example, we can control anything and everything in that world. How it looks, feels, what can or cannot happen. We can create almost anything in digital reality, and our capabilities in this regard are growing as technology continues to advance. This leads me to wonder about the chances that people in the future will choose to abandon the real world and completely immerse themselves in a world of our own creation. This could be one global world for everyone, or each person could create their own world individually. We will never be able to simply fly whenever we want in this world. It takes a lot of work and preparation for us. For example, to use a plane. If we want to fly, we use plane. In a digital world, however, this is not a problem. You set the rules in such a world, and that sounds quite wonderful to me. Let's take space travels as an example. Our space is incredibly fascinating, but also vast and empty. Currently, human struggles to even reach our neighboring celestial bodies due to health issues, radiation, and our fragility. We have no idea how to reach distant stars, and even if we do, we have no concept of what comes next, or if those who embark on such long journeys will remain the only humans in the world. Over 80,000 years take to travel to the nearest star, to our star, and anything can happen on our planet during this long period. To make anything work the way we want in this world, we have to try very hard. However, in creating our own world, we can remove all these limitations, create our own laws of the world, eliminate suffering and life's hardships, and build much healthier societies. Concepts like violence could disappear entirely if we choose. All people could be fully equal and independent, living in a world of our choosing and being entirely free. Diseases and death could also vanish. All it would take in such a world is a desire for this. This all sounds incredibly exciting and interesting to me. For example, imagine if we create a device that uses our brain like a computer and directs our brain abilities to create the world we desire. Our brain perceives time in a fascinating much we can stretch time in our minds. Maybe we could achieve an effect where a person could live 1,000 years in virtual reality in exchange for a minute in the real world. This raises many interesting questions. We don't know how we will combine this with the real world, or if we will even need to. Maybe we will simply choose to fully transition into virtual reality, and maybe will something entirely new emerge that will completely redefine our view of this world and give us many more opportunities. I find this potential development of humanity very interesting. Also, I don't think it will happen soon, and I doubt if it's even possible, but it sounds fascinating to me and it sounds very, very interesting. So, at the end, I just want to ask you, would you choose